Alright, what's up everybody? Sewer Badger here, and I have for you a banger. I had to dig up a few replays from way back in the day, and this was a series that I don't know why I didn't post this. I had it in my folder, but I just couldn't really find it, so I ended up deleting a lot of VODs. So, this is a series to remember. Because this is herO versus Gumiho. And now, way back in the the patch with Ancient System Royal Blood, Dragon Scales, and Oliver's glorious run in the I Am Katowice, going on behind the scenes, we had a little bit of a banger here. Sitting there in the shadows. And let me introduce the players. Up here in the top right, now representing Cloud9, it is Gumiho, the king of Terran chaos. And down here in the bottom left, of royal blood, this is a blast from the past, ladies and gentlemen. May I introduce our hero? It is Dragon Kaiser Gaming's herO. As we get into this, there was... when two Chaos Lords meet in the field of battle, you know something's gonna go down. Already over here, we're gonna be just running into the standard build, and looks like Gumiho's gonna go for the mind game build, where it's not proxied, you know, over here or over here, but it's more proxied over here, right behind there, trying to get herO to scout it and get confused. I don't think herO's gonna scout, which means this whole thing's gonna backfire. He's just checking for proxies, going around his main, making sure everything's going on. Got his gas coming up, gas finishing up, and with the probe being pulled off minerals, we're going to see a Stargate opener here out of herO. Up here in the top right, we are going to be seeing a... I think this barracks is not only tactically placed to get the Reaper out faster, but also to mind game the opponent. Unfortunately, the mind game isn't working, so it's just going to be a single benefit here. Let's go over here to the natural, using the keys on my keyboard. Yep, it is going to be a Nexus Aftercore, and I'll get to see what happens here. It looks like it's going to be a factory here placed on what? It's a CC. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Why does that make sense? And the wall off, no less. This Reaper is going to be coming out of here soon, which means it's just weird. Does that feel a little late? I don't know, man. This was back when the patch, when people believed that, what was it? No, it was the, was in the map pool where Moondance, Inside Out, and Stargazers was in the map pool where people believed that the Disruptor nerf would absolutely break the game, and now when we look back on it, it's just like, how did Protoss not win any tournaments with this? Looks like the Reaper's going to be hopping up here, going to be get some damage dealt to it by this Adept, poised just perfect over here. And, excuse my terrible observation, I probably got to slow this down just a hot second. Gameplay, no mouse and keyboard. Mouse scroll speed, slow down. I'm going to go ahead and tap accept here, going to return to the game, get right back into the action between herO and Gumiho. Looks like it's going to be a 1-1-1 setup here out of Gumiho, and this CC finishing up here on the high ground in a very interesting place, and he is going to immediately turn it into a orbital command. Now down over here you can see the hotkey setup of Gumiho. Let's go ahead and click on a herO, and that's his setup. And this Reaper's going to come in. Did he get a kill? No, he did not, so I did not... He just disrupted mining for a little bit. He's going to try to get a scout off, but this Adept is going to ward him away from that. Is he going to try to rotate? No, it looks like he's just content to sit there for a time being, to take a band-aid and just chill out for a bit. Gumiho looking on the other side of the map to be building more Marines, as this Adept attempts to shade up into the main is going to be denied. And these Marines are going to head down with the Cyclone. The better Cyclone, in my opinion. And we see an Oracle here first, out of herO, which means the scouting is going to be pretty thorough. And with Revelation, he's going to know exactly what's going on. This Oracle going to be warded off for the time being. Excellent Revelation going to keep an eye on all of these Marines. And the supply depots and the unbuildable plates. Poor unbuildable plates. It just can't go a single day without being bothered by all these dreaded Marines and Stalkers and Zealots. And it looks like it's going to be a drop is loaded up and sent across the map here for Gumiho. And Cyclone's going to be left holding the house safe at home. And as this move out across the map continues, it's 2 adepts. Oh, they're going to scout it. They're going to see it. And Gumiho is going to go ahead and drop here. And the damage, oh, pretty big. These adepts will be able to get out in time. Gonna go ahead and take a stock at what herO has. It looks like he has 2 Phoenix, 3 Adepts, a Zealot, an Observer, a Wish, and a Dream. As a 3rd Phoenix goes out, that Wish becomes a lot more potent. As on the other side of the map, we see a wall off on the low ground coming out of Gumiho. More Cyclones joining the original group. And it is more Vikings, a siege tank, and barracks. Methinks on this particular map he's going to try to go over here. No, he isn't. There isn't a wall off there, so if he tries to go there, it'll end up just causing issues. Observer going to be coming across the map, just going to be scouting for a 3rd as this army move out is going to be able to punch in towards this 3rd. Now, looking at this is a really good map for Terror the more I look at it, because this choke point, Zealots, you know, it's not a particularly thin choke point. It is pretty thick, meaning that if you want to engage here, you are definitely going to have to engage, like, right here, and push right here. And that is normally a pretty uncomfortable position to be in because it requires you to have bink, 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 and bink. If you want a pretty fast flanking capacity over here and over here. Meanwhile, over here is just straight up uncontested if you do that. So it's a pretty difficult map all in all. It's probably going to be looking to proxy a pylon over here at the front. And small army. On the other side of the map, it is more Marines, more siege tanks, more power, more Ravens, more dread and pain for those Colossi as we hop right into here into the mid game as these Phoenix going to dive in here, try to see what damage they can get done. This Oracle tagging along and say, yeah, I'm going to cosplay as a Phoenix. You don't mind the fact that I look like a testicle. And there goes Jimmy the Marine. Oh my God, why'd you have to do him like that? And we can now see which 2 control groups he uses whenever he's trying to set it to whatever he was last looking at. As this Oracle is hovering over here, going to be seeing what's going on, and it is going to take a lot of damage. A scan here is going to try to get it. Oh, it doesn't really get the Oracle. It barely stays alive as the Phoenix almost loses its entire shields. And a pylon proxied over here, a pylon over here, and a Nexus over here. Now, I think Gumiho is going to try to engage along this line of approach, because this is a pretty, without a Nexus here, without shield batteries here, it's going to be pretty difficult for the Protoss to engage here. So, which means he can pretty much siege up a couple siege tanks over here, fly some bio up in here, and do what damage he can from there. More proxy pylons. Should someone tell herO this isn't a that isn't how you set your territory lines? All of the defense, all of the scouting is on the right side of the map, which means the left side of the map pretty open for approach. Now, is Gumiho going to spot this? No, and as a matter of fact, he also doesn't know about the stasis ward. It is permanent cloaking traps to enemies for 21 seconds. The more you know. Alright, back here over at home as 2 Colossi. And Jesus, that production tab is massive. Let's go ahead and collapse that. And look at what's going on. Another Colossus joining the group. Let's look at what he has up in here in the main. It looks like he's going to try to get Storm out over here pretty fast. Game Heart having been used here, let me go ahead and collapse this because of all that. Stimpack is finishing up a casual 8 minutes into the game. Gumiho, the Giga Chad that he is, a couple of Phoenix almost losing their shields, and another proxy pylon. Another proxy pylon. How many proxy pylons does he need? As the 5th base goes down, we're going to be seeing that area being a little more secure than normal. Oh, it's begun. This Marine going to be scouting out that this probe has in fact been placing dastardly pylons all across the map. Is Gumiho going to move out and try to contest it? No, he looks pretty much content to play Army Building Simulator as herO completely, and maybe loses his mind, proxying gateways all over the map. First gateway is over here on the far right. A few adepts poking over here on the left. Pylons over here. Pylon over here. herO. What? Another gateway coming down for herO. A couple of batteries, or a battery and a couple of cannons going to keep this 5th base safe. As a scan goes down over here, it is not going to spot any observer. In fact, where is the observer? It is dead. No production tab. That thing's massive. I frequently look at it in bed and wish I felt that good. The Cyclone's going to be hopped on by these zealots, and it's going to be a bunch of lost stuff as this army moves across this Raven at full energy. Interference Matrix all ready to do its thing as these zealots kind of pop in, kill an SCV, kill a sensor tower, and pop out like a really angry neighbor that just likes to throw rocks at your house. Another stasis ward going to be coming down over here. These Phoenix forwardly positioned, this army coming over here just to simply take care of this freaking pylon that just won't die. As a Marine is sent forward to scout out for another pylon, as Gumiho realizes, in fact, there's layers to this. Like a really bad Kim Kardashian photo shoot, there are layers to this that you wouldn't even believe. As a massive warpin comes in over here, and he is going to be poking in towards that 3rd, and these adepts right here, right there, square and center, and forced to move around that CC as he is one heck of a chonker. Oh god, herO. Oh my god, herO. What the? Oh my god. I know I said I was a huge fan of herO, but my god. He is amazing with those. The Zealot's going to be coming in here, going to be trading pretty well against that army. Going to be cleaning up a lot of the bio, going to be pulling on out of here like, again, like the angry neighbor Zealots. It's going to throw eggs, cut, run, and a proxy gateway. If he had decided to chase there, that would have been... Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Where's number 5? I know herO wants to place number 5. Oh my god, he now has to sacrifice those zealots if he wants to keep that alive. So he can't, what? Oh, these siege tanks! They're gonna de-aggro, and oh my god, the army's gonna be engaging here. Interference Matrix is gonna come down on this disruptor, but unfortunately, there are 3 other disruptors. And balls are gonna be landing on across Gumiho's army as this Raven is coming in for another one. And it scouts the Stasis Warden, and it is unfortunately unable to get any value out of it. The anti-armor missile is going to infect a lot of the army, and this gateway finishes up. 1, 2, and Zealots are over there. Going to be going over here. It is going to be another Nexus over here. Let's count the gateways. Let's count the proxy gateways. No, let's not, because their SCV is dying. Alright. This army over here, the Zealot Warpin, is going to be doing a lot of damage as this army is pushing forward, pushing backward, pushing forward, pushing backward. herO just pulling Gumiho apart. And I don't even think he's found out about the gateways yet. Let's check it out. No, he hasn't. Let's go back to everyone's camera as these disruptors send their balls forward, and it is just going to be absolute chaos as Gumiho just GG's out, and that a bit of an anticlimactic again. Well, let's go back in time for a few seconds here. Let's count the gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at the mini-map real quick. There was only 4? I could have sworn there was... felt like he was placing everything everywhere but his own base. Let's go ahead and exit that replay. We're going to cast the next one. Straight up freaking chaos. Trying to manage a herO doing all that. Oh my heavens. It's logging me out. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and exit out of SC2. And, so it'll probably be a demonstration on exactly why I don't, why I should, I need to restart the application to finish installing a required update. Thank you, BattleNet. Alright, in the meantime, gonna tell you guys a little story. Because Gumiho is a man, the myth, the legend, in the current round of GSL, he is, in fact, dominating. Well, not dominating, but he is doing very well. During the, I think it was a GSL season 1 or 2, he came very close to becoming a GSL champion. So seeing him, you know, in the back of the past now is just sort of like, wait, so you're telling me, wait, what? How is this happening? As we hop back right into SC2, we'll see game number 2. Already up 1-0 is herO. We're gonna see what happens again when the Chaos Lords meet. Who is the better Chaos Lord? I am actually gonna leave this uncut because, you know, I don't know. Just seems a little jank, just interrupted commentary in the middle of it just because of an BattleNet update. Whatever. Let's go hop right into this as we get over here down to the bottom right. It is herO, representing Dragon Kaiser Gaming. And up here in the top right, currently representing Cloud9 Gaming, formerly a Dota team, now or CSGO team. It is a member of their SC2 team, Gumiho, Chaos Lord. Is he going to go for a similar opener? I think he'll go for a regular opener, as this is in fact a 10-minute game. No one needs to know that. Pylon's going to be finishing up here. It's going to be a Pylon Scout coming out of herO. Wait. I don't think that's going to be a Pylon Scout. It's not going to be a Pylon Scout, is it? Gas starts up. All the earmarks of a regular opener. Barracks, gas, and of course the one game where Gumiho isn't doing a mind game, herO is scouting. It is a single gas, which means we're going to see a fairly regular game. Let's go ahead and see what's going on over here. Looks like we're going to have another Stargate opener out of herO. And this probe is going to be looking around, seeing what's going on. It's over here. This probe. Hey, are you proxying anything in my base? No? Cool story, bro. Let's go ahead and get this on. It's going to go ahead and place down that Nexus. And it's going to be Nexus after core. As on the other side of the map, it is a Marine first. Is this Marine looking for vengeance for its brethren? Unfortunately, a bit of miss micro on that starter step is going to leave that probe just barely alive. And the blessed herO remain alive, blissfully unaware of the chaos reigning around them. CC started on the high ground, factory started a little bit afterwards. As this pilot finishes up on low ground, here behind this is going Adept. It looks like he's holding up gas for a Stargate opener, and we will be seeing what else. Oh my god, he already has a Stargate somewhere. At the front. I think a siege tank push is going to be pretty devastating here. Or maybe not. I mean, I could be completely top. herO smells something. Second gas on the way for Gumiho and for... I'm just going to call him Gumi Bro. For Gumi Bro, there is going to be a Hellion, more Marines, and a natural natural command center. You can tell him a Protoss player because that's everything looks like a Nexus to me. When everything is when you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Well, as a Protoss player, everything looks like a Nexus, and we're going to recall to it. Hey, why won't this recall all my units? Oh, it's a gateway. As a 111 is coming up for herO, is going to be another orbital over here as you start a depot to spot for any warp prism shenanigans coming out of herO. It is going to be Phoenix again. Up here in the main, it is going to be an idle gateway for the time being. Phoenix is going to come in, going to scout everything that's going on as these Marines try to stop it. They can no more stop it than they could stop their own fates. As these Marines futilely chase after this Phoenix as it gets all the information it desires. Up here in the main, another battery goes down. What is herO sensing? Let's go over here into the main. He's sensing that's what he's sensing. It's one of those moments you think it's a fart, but really you actually have to go to the bathroom because it ain't waiting for you. And as a matter of fact, herO's instinct was telling him Gumiho was going to try to drop him. As over here, the Hellions are getting into the mineral line. 4 Protes are going to get killed as all of the Hellions get lifted. But the final Hellion makes it all worth it. 3 Hellions sacrifice for 6 Protes. I think that's a very good trade. Even in resources, but Hellions don't mind, so it's an even better trade for Gumiho. So Hellions, these Phoenix going to be going across here, and there's enough energy to give each of these Marines their own personal lift. Do you even lift, bro? And a 3rd CC starts up over here on the high ground as a Banshee with a tech lab comes on. I don't know what herO's thinking. He may be thinking that it is in fact a Raven. But I don't know. Oh, he sends his Banshee. Oh god, the game sense of these men are absolute freaking legends. As he has an observer between both of these bases, which means that as this Banshee, where's that Banshee? As this Banshee starts to come in over here down on the bottom, this observer is going to be right there to move over here, and Stalkers are going to be able to be warped in right there and start firing immediately. So 3rd base starts up for, it's about a third of the way done for herO. A Phoenix going to be hopping right on that Banshee, not going to be able to get any damage done on it, but it's going to be a lot of energy drain on it. This is all of a sudden just going very disastrously for Gumiho, this particular series, as over here going to be swapping the factory onto the tech lab, onto the reactor, meaning we're going to be seeing some mines. As I say, the mines start up, and stim is about halfway done. I think that's a regularly timed stim. Someone in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. Is it going to be slightly oversaturated natural? Raven tank push looks to be Gumiho's plan of action with a Banshee. I mean, this is going to have extra power as these Phoenix and the Oracle are right there to intercept any Banshee shenanigans. This Marine heads out across the map with Blessed herO staying alive. Their curse not forgotten. I forget what series it was, but there was a series where Cure was. I think it was a Cure versus a Zerg. I forget who the Zerg was, but Cure decided to kill the herO, and he immediately lost that game. So these herO have freaking magic. Oh no! Oh my god! He's survived. This is like survive. Just getting lucky enough that a nuclear bomb doesn't get you. Doesn't explode when it lands at your feet, but someone launches an RPG that blows up the nuke. And the mine gets a shot off and gets cleaned up. Is Banshee gonna move in over here? There is no detector here. However, there can be very quickly a detector here, as the Oracle of the Phoenix have in fact moved back. We'll see if herO spots it. herO does not, in fact, spot it. See how many probes. Let's see how many probes it can get. Looks like 2 probes over here at the front. Nothing going on. A revelation coming down. That's 4 come down here. 5. I think that was a pretty decent trade. It is still technically the early bits of the mid game. That Banshee getting 5 kills, the Hellions getting 6 kills. That's 11 kills. That means that heroes would normally be slowed down. Let's check the. Jesus, yeah, that's really good. Because it's 71 SCVs to 61 probes. 62 probes. 71 to 62. Meaning that mule drops, are all of a sudden just going to push that economy that farther forward. A mine at the 4th. Is Phoenix. Darting around, almost walking into that widow mine, but artifact quest vibe over here. It's an Archon drop. herO going to be returning the favor here. Going to be killing a lot of these SCVs. 16 SCVs go down. My lord. And these SCVs are on a warpath for Bimmy. Bimmy freaking... Bimmy was a freaking legend among them. Bimmy was well loved. And those zealots just chopped him up into Terran sashimi. Rip in peace, Bimmy. You will be missed. Rip Bozo. Yup, I'm disrespecting Bimmy. Anyway, as this army starts posturing forward, the initial shots are fired by these Colossi. Now, there was a time... Okay, yeah, that was a fix on the bug. Wait, where are the herO? Did Gumiho kill the herO? Judging by how fast his army is disappearing, despite the interference matrix, I'd say he killed the herO. Interference matrix is still not doing a whole lot, because herO just dominated. Now, let's go ahead, we're not going to try to find the herO. Rip in peace, herO. Actually, wait a minute. Let's find the herO. How many herO? There's one herO here. Where's the other herO? There's no herO here. No herO there. Gumiho, what did you do? Oh my god. Gumiho killed the herO. At least I think he killed the herO. Oh my god. No wonder Gumiho lost. He killed the herO. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That explains a whole lot. Anyways, that will wrap up this best of 3. herO taking it 2-0 because of a case of a careless killing of an herO. What should we name that herO? Anne the herO? Or Uru the herO? Anne the herO. Let's go with Anne the herO. Rip in peace, Anne herO. You will be missed. That having been said, drink water, hug your loved ones, and I hope you all enjoyed this cast. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, a subscribe, and a comment stating what your favorite part of this series was. With that having been said, I'll see y'all next time.
Alright.